Taking its place of its predecessor, the Kia Forte, you are now looking at the all-new 2025 Kia K4 in the EX trim. Now, this is one of 5 trims here on the 2024 Kia K4, LX, LXS, EX, middle child, the GT line, and the GT line Turbo. You also have the same exact powertrain coming in from the Kia Forte over to the K4. 2 different powertrain options in the first 4 trims, LX, LXS, EX, and the GT line. You have the 2.0 naturally aspirated engine, which is an MPI multi-point injection engine, paired together with a continuously variable transmission, also known as the CVT, pushing 147 horsepower with 132 pounds-feet of torque. But if you want more pep to your step, you can upgrade that to the GT line Turbo, coming in with the 1.6 inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Yes, it does have an 8-speed automatic transmission on the GT line Turbo, pushing 190 horsepower. But let's focus on this exact one in this video. EX trim, everyone. Some MPG numbers for the people who'd like to know. 29 city, 39 highway, 33 combined with a 12.4 gallon gas tank size. 184 inches in length, 73 inches in width, and 56 inches in height with a 107-inch wheelbase. I have to mention, and if you want some vagabond advice, go with the naturally aspirated 2.0 engine. Why? Because it just minuses the turbo system in general. And guys, let's be honest with ourselves. If you want a sport car, go buy a sport car and not a GT line Turbo. But again, it's all preference, and that's just my advice to anybody is keep it, honestly, naturally aspirated. Let's go ahead and shut this hood and close it and get a load of the new K4 2025 EX. We left the lights on so you guys get an idea of what the LED front lights look like, and also daytime running lights and hazards as well. Whole lot better looking than the Forte, I might say. This actually being the small sedan here at Kia with the K4, and there's also talks that there's going to be an electric EV4 coming out, which is going to be full electric. Dropping down, we got some matte gloss black trim on that upper grille. Lower than that, matte black with a hyper silver trim, and more matte black plastic, aggressive kind of sportier front end look, and loving the inspiration from the EV9, okay? Coming over to the side area, wheel well trim in the matte black plastic coming around that wheel well. Have to mention to you guys, different trims will have different tires and different rims, so keep an eye out for that. This exact EX trim level is going to have a Kumo Solus tire. It's a 225/45 17-inch with a dual color high gloss black center and a machine surface silver with a standard shock spring strut suspension. Moving forward, side mirror does come blind spot assist with 2 colors, the same color of the car on top and matte black plastic on the bottom. We have some more matte black plastic trim on the lower side of that A-pillar. Get a load of the side. Now, I will have to mention this kind of gives me the idea of an Audi A7 shape. Okay, it has the sport fastback look. We'll have to say that's pretty cool. And the wider quarter panel look, just phenomenal. Now, I will say, comparing it to the Forte, everyone, literally, this is a better looking car. Now, it kind of looks a little bit futuristic going on around here with this kind of handle, matte black plastic, this back quarter panel glass and the trim being a little squared off and so forth. Kind of reminds me of more of the Back to the Future type look, okay? You do have a locking button here, okay? And this is the look of how it's gonna open up to the driver's side seats and opening up to the second row seating, okay? Gas lid, you're gonna open it up from a handle, is not push. Back here, we got some new look going on with the lighting system. This is what it looks like. Now, I have to say that I'm a big fan here at Vagabond Builds with this kind of LED bar going across. This is the way you're gonna open that trunk lid. Camera right under that Kia emblem, dropping down, matte black plastic bumper fascia, parking reflector, and some more hyper silver look with the backup light. Okay, so that's kind of futuristic and sporty and cool. Okay, and your exhaust tip is on the passenger side of that 4-cylinder 2.0 liter engine. Pop open that lid and get a load of how big that cargo area is. I wonder how many dead bodies you can fit in. No, sorry, don't want to say that. Don't quote me on that, but 14.6 inches of cargo capacity, everyone. And you could actually also drop that 60%er on the passenger side and the 40%er on the driver's side by these two little levers here. And let's go ahead and show you guys how to do that and what it looks like, okay? So, I will have to say you don't have an all-wheel drive option. It is all front-wheel drive in all 5 trims, okay? Spare tire here. So shout out to Kia for maintaining the spare tire. We know a lot of manufacturers are getting rid of their spare tires on their EVs because of the battery packs and all that stuff, but love the idea of having a spare tire. You also have a handle here now. Pretty cool, convenient handle to pull that lid down. Now that we're done talking powertrains, showing you guys the exterior and cargo of the K4, let's go ahead and talk interior K4. Now let's talk 2025 Kia EX K4 interior, and I have to say, guys, for an entry-level car of $23,000, this one's coming in at around $25,000 on the MSRP sticker. I'm going to drop that MSRP sticker later on, so stay tuned. I will say you're getting so much tech in car for your dollar sign with the Kia K4. Now, I'm not selling anything. I'm not hired. I'm not a salesman because I mentioned that in my videos. People like to comment that. But I'm just being honest, some vagabond advice, okay? Let's go ahead and bring this interior to you guys, starting with the door panel. Get a load of that kind of contemporary clean look. Switches to your windows and your side mirrors. This is your handle, opening your door. It's kind of squared off, more kind of boxy shaped, okay? On the left-hand side of the manual steering column, you got a few buttons. You got a parking brake right here, traction control, and your button for your lighting on your dashboard. Get a load of the flat bottom and flat top steering. Cool, right? Again, futuristic, back to the future feel. Ways to control some things on that 12.3-inch driver cockpit cluster screen are going to be here on your steering wheel. And look, click that, get that design. We could go ahead and go through the info card there in the center and go up and down for your numbers and so forth. You could also change the design or the theme of that cluster. You could actually make it round tachometers or whatnot. Whatever you want, you can have in the Kia K4. Well, not exactly. Don't quote me on that as well. Not for $23,000. But again, it is a pretty cool car for the price tag. You also get tech like crash warning and lane departure. You also have drive modes there on the left, and you've got 2 drive modes, normal and sport. All right. Controls to your lighting on the left-hand side and controls to your windshield wipers on the right. But what is in between another 12.3-inch infotainment screen? We have a little digital screen for your temperature controls. Now you can turn up the AC or the heater from there, as well as change your temperature and actually change the way you want your airflow to go. Turn off the AC, turn it on, turn on your defrosters. But I don't see that too convenient or you actually using it. Why? Because putting my hand here on the shift lever, I am very comfortable of actually turning up my AC like this with the manual buttons, turning up my temperature from here as well. So I find myself using these buttons a whole lot more than using this little touch-sensitive screen. But again, I will say it comes down to preference here at Vagabond Builds. 12.3-inch infotainment screen. Let's go ahead and show you guys a little bit about this. We can go ahead and swipe touch sensitive as well. We could go to home or map. Actually, the map you have to actually connect to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, being wireless, so you don't have the navigation in the EX trim. Okay, so my mistake. I wanted to show you guys some more things. If we go to setup, I want to show you guys what the vehicle looks like, show you guys what the driver assistance looks like, and you get a lot of sensors, parking safety, and so forth for that. I wanted to show you guys a little bit about that, and also a camera for that rear camera, and have to say that that is high quality camera there for the K4. Going back as well, let's go back home, show you guys that too, and your media. And that's what your media is going to look like. You also have the Series XM in the K4, Amazon Music, and so forth, SoundCloud, and all that good stuff. Now, If you guys do shoot over to Roseville Kia here at the Roseville Auto Mall, shout out to them for providing us this beautiful K4 for this walk around. They got a great team that'll spend their ins and outs for you guys for this car itself. Dropping down hard buttons, as I showed you guys, for the media and the setup and so forth. Hazards, the new vents and what they look like with the kind of high gloss gray, darker gray with the kind of chrome silver. Dropping further lower than that, 2 USB-C plugins. One of those USB-C plugins, the one on the left, you can actually set it to where it's only charging or actually connect your media, and it'll be yellow, so you get charging and media as well. 12 volt 180 watt outlet for there, and then a wireless charging pad in the EX. Shift lever button for that camera. I showed you guys that auto hold button. Your engine start stop button is there on the left upper hand of that shift lever. This is what your 2025 K4 Kia fob looks like as well. Okay. And the cup holders. No cup holders, you might ask. You push this and this button and you get cup holders. Maybe you don't want to use both of them and you want to use one. You can actually close that up. Super cool and convenient feature to have in the Kia K4. Center console area for personal belongings. These are gray cloth seats, and they both are manual controlled in the EX, okay? So higher trims will have electric controlled seats. In front of that passenger, we have a non-lockable glove compartment. And just kind of keep an eye out for that new design of the K4. Just want you guys to make sure you guys are focusing overall on the newer look. Up top, no tilt or slide moonroof option. You do have a light LED there in the center and lights here in touch sensitive LED true light lighting with a manual rear view mirror. Now that we're pretty much done in the front, let's go ahead and do second row seating and show you guys what that's all about. So to put things into perspective before I continue forward, everyone, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, and you could kind of tell if this car is going to be fitted for you being a taller person sitting in the front or having passengers here in the back row. Now, my head or my hair is completely touching the top of that liner if I'm sitting upright. Leg clearance is completely there, but take into consideration me being 6 feet 2 inches, you're going to be touching the top. So you want your shorter people in the back. We left the backrest down to the seat so you guys get an idea of what it looks like from the back door over to the cargo area. Pop that up. And we get that same look on the bench with regards to the cloth and the stitching patterns. No armrest in the EX trim. In front, we have one mesh pocket on the back of the passenger seat, but both seats have a hard back, okay? In between those two front seats, we get 2 USB-C plugins, a little cubby room for some chapstick or some change or things of that sort. Now, remember, guys, I told you it's coming in at around $25,000. Drop some comments in the comment section below here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. We'd like to actually dialogue with our viewers. If you got comments, questions, concerns, ask them. We'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible. We appreciate you guys watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned and check out our other Kia content here at our channel, and hopefully we're a big help to you guys. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. We have more cool things coming, and God bless you.